is Gabby, and today I'm going to take us through a full body workout that is a yoga Pilates fusion workout. We're going to work out our abs, our legs, and our arms. So let's get into it. Let's come up to standing. And the very first thing we're going to do is just a nice big stretch overhead to wake up our body. Big inhale and exhale here. You can kind of wiggle side to side as you see me doing. Let's come down and do another big stretch up towards the ceiling. Reach as high as you can. Really feel it kind of all through your body. And here, let's go ahead and come all the way down. So let's do a forward fold all the way down. Really bend your knees so that you can kind of release in your lower back too. And here, if you'd like, you can just kind of take your elbows and rock side to side gently. A few deep breaths here. We're still waking up the body, getting ready to go into our workout. Okay, now let's take one hand down, the right hand, and lift the left hand up towards the sky. Just rotate here. Feel this nice stretch. Big inhale and big exhale here. And let's go ahead and switch. Really bending your knees. And then let's come back all the way forward here. Okay, let's roll slowly up to standing. And now we're going to go ahead into some sun salutations. So big inhale up overhead. Let's come down to a nice half flat back. Release fully down. Step back into your plank. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. Let's look over our left shoulder. Then our right. And our first downward dog of the day. Really bend your knees here. And let's pedal it out. Nice and slow. Awesome. Okay, from here, let's go ahead and walk our feet slowly up towards the front of the mat. And we're going to come all the way up to standing. Let's do this again. Nice overhead. You can bring your palms into the center of your chest and do a nice flat back, about halfway. Lower all the way down. Step back into plank. Let's go ahead and lower. Upward facing dog. Into downward facing dog. Again, go ahead and really try to bend your knees here. A lot of people are always seeking to have those straight knees, and you do not need to do that unless it's like super easy for you. Otherwise, I would say it's really nice to kind of stretch it out like this. And we're gonna go ahead and come back here and just walk our feet up again. Do a nice big stretch up towards the ceiling. Prayer hands in towards the center. Let's do a nice flat back here. Release. Let's step back. Chaturanga down. Upward facing dog. downward facing dog. Oh, this is feeling really good. Let's pedal it out. Continuing to wake up the body. And from here, we're going to go ahead and step our feet slowly up towards the top of the mat. All the way up to standing. So reach overhead. Bring our palms in towards the center. Take a few deep breaths here. Just feel your heart beating and your breath just kind of flowing. Okay, on this next one, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit of a Pilates move. Hands up towards the ceiling. Reach nice and big. Let's go ahead and bring our palms to center and half back in. Forward fold. Nice plank to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Can pedal it out here just a little bit. And this time, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come into a nice little three-legged dog. Your best version of that. So we're going to lift this right leg up. And we're going to bring our knee in towards the center of our chest, kind of lift, and back into our three-legged dog. Let's do it again. Into our nice three-legged dog. Let's do about 2 or 3 more of these. In towards the center. Adjust if you need. And back into that nice three-legged dog. Let's do 1 more. In towards the center. And on this three-legged dog, bring it up towards the sky again. And you're just going to open up, rotate a bit. Feel that nice opening in your hip. Let's bring it back to center. And then bring it down. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually go into a nice little child's pose really quickly here to release. Just a few deep breaths here. And now we're going to come back up. First into tabletop. And we're going to go back into our nice little downward dog for the other side. Before that, pedal it out. And let's actually take ourselves through a whole sun salutation before we get onto that other side. So let's walk it back up. Lift up. Palms to center, flat back. Release all the way down. Stepping out to a plank. Nice Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And this time we're just going to lift our left leg up towards the ceiling. Man, I'm really feeling that stretch in my right hamstring. Bring it in towards the center. Now we'll extend. Bringing it in towards the center. And extend out. Keeping our hips square for the moment as much as we can. In towards the center. Extend out into our three-legged dog. Let's do one more in towards the center. Back out into three-legged dog. And on this one, we're just gonna go ahead and open up. Let yourself completely open here. Feel that nice stretch. Come back into center. Foot down, knees down, child's pose. Ooh. Few deep breaths here. Come into tabletop. Downward facing dog. Walk it all the way up towards the top of your mat. Big stretch overhead. Palms to the center. Just a few deep breaths here. Okay, this time we're going to go ahead, flat back, forward fold. Let's do a few here. Downward dog, nice little walk up. Let's do about 2 more of these. All the way here to center. Flat back. Release. Plank to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Ooh, there we go. Oh, I'm feeling that. It is feeling so good to stretch. Gonna come all the way up towards the top again. Stretch overhead. Towards the center. Flat back. All the way down, a nice release. You can kind of wiggle it out here. And actually what I'd like us to do again is plant that right hand down. Open up towards the side. Plant the left hand down, open up towards the side, back to center, plank, Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, little pedal. And here this time we're going to come back into plank. Move your right hand in towards the center. You're going to come onto your side. Hold it like this for a moment. Nice kind of tall side plank. Let's lift that top leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe not that high, just a little bit. Hold here for a second. My body is definitely shaking here. Yours might be too. If you are feeling really funky, maybe we're going to pump that leg a little bit towards the ceiling. Let's do that about 10 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's bring it back around. Very nice. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. Plant your left hand into the center of the mat. Shift your body to the side. That one hand is going up towards the ceiling. And lift, and we're going to hold here for a bit. Take a few big deep breaths here. And let's pulse that top leg for about 10 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower and come back to center. Very nice. Okay, this time let's come onto our knees. Let's do a really nice little cat and cow stretch. to release the back. Nice little stretch after that workout there. We haven't finished the workout. After that exercise, I should say. Stretch again. On this stretch here, you can kind of wiggle yourself a little side to side. Oh, this feels really good. Feels really nice. Let's do one more round here. Okay. Let's go back into our sun salutation. So here we're just going to come into a plank. From that plank, we'll go into a downward facing dog. We'll paddle it out a little. And then if you want, you can kind of hop towards the front of your mat. Reach your hands all the way up. Come down here. Flat back. To about halfway. Really try and lengthen out the crown of your head here. Feel that stretch before we completely release. Plant your hands and step back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step up towards the top of your mat. Stretch overhead. Down to center. We're going to do another nice Pilates move on this one. Flat back. Release all the way down. Plant your hands. Come into a nice little plank here. And because we're in a plank, I'm actually going to have us, let's see, we're going to come onto our side here. You can kind of even lay down a second. We're going to come onto our elbow. Stack your feet. Hand up towards the ceiling, and we're just going to pulse up towards the ceiling. So this could be either a hip dip, or in this case, we're really pulsing towards the ceiling. Breathe through. Let's do about 10 more counts here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Awesome. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. I won't turn my back to you this time. So stack your feet. You're gonna come up. Arm is going towards the ceiling, and let's pulse up towards the sky. Let's go ahead and do about 10 more here, 10 counts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's do another big one and hold it. Hold it up towards the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push a little higher and let's do 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower. Wow. That feels so good. Okay. Let's come back onto the mat here. I'm going to do a nice little child's pose. Stretch all the way down here. This time, bring your hands onto one side of the mat. Deep breath to open up the side, those obliques that you just worked out. Do the same thing on the other side. Bring your hands towards the right. Feel that deep stretch. Back into center. come into a nice little tabletop here. Let's do about 2 more sun salutations, and then that will be it for our workout today, pretty much. Then we'll do a bit of stretching. Wiggle yourself out here before we go ahead into a downward dog, pedal, hop, or step your way up towards the top of the mat. We're gonna lift up towards the ceiling, hands towards the center, flat back halfway. Release and lower all the way down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hop towards the top of the mat. Last one here. Let's make it count. Big stretch overhead. Hands to center. Flat back. Release. Hands to the ground. Step back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Oh, this should be feeling really, really good. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, let's step all the way up towards the top of our mat. Nice and gentle. And let's let it all hang loose here. Kind of let yourself hang and go to the right, to the left. Really release here. Do a nice kind of fun swinging motion. This is awesome. From here, let's go into a nice flat back. All the way up to standing. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is just come and sit in the center of our mat. Let's reach our hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Come to one side. Stretch. And onto the other. Nice big stretch. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling one last time. Give it the best stretch of the day. Ooh, I can feel that. Then kind of spirit fingers and bring it in towards the center. Nice big inhale and a big exhale. Thank you so much for watching and joining me in this workout today. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and watch this workout next. You can always layer these on. I think that's awesome. And of course, please do go ahead and subscribe to my channel over here. I'm so grateful to have you working out with me, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.